Welcome to Learn Law Better. Would you like to know how you can prepare for class and your exam simultaneously? Want to take your class preparation to the next level? Stay to the end and learn how to use the FIRAC case briefing method to earn better grades. And don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoy this episode, and please click the subscribe button and the bell if you don't want to miss any future episodes. Hi, this is Bo Buys, and today I want to discuss the FIRAC case briefing method, which is designed to help you not only with class, but also with essay exams. FIRAC stands for Facts, Issue, Rule, Analysis, Conclusion, which you can see is based on the IRAC method. Let me explain why this is a great way to brief cases. As I've mentioned before, case briefing is about the process of learning the law and not about the end product. If case briefing was about the brief itself, you'd be better off finding someone else's brief and using that one. But case briefing is primarily a technique to get you thinking critically about the law, which, by the way, is the skill you need to succeed in a law school exam. In other words, there is a correlation between case briefing and exam writing. When you write a law school exam, you should use the IRAC, or more specifically, the Nested IRAC method. The more practice you have with IRAC, the better you will do on your finals. So by case briefing using FIRAC, you will be practicing your IRAC skills several times every day. In effect, a 2 for the price of 1 special. Now, let's go through an example, and after the example, I will provide you with 5 case briefing tips. Let's use FIRAC on the famous case of Palsgraf versus Long Island Railroad. Facts. Woman is sitting at a railway station. An explosion occurs near her, which causes her harm. Explosion caused by negligence of railroad employee negligently helping someone else onto a moving train. Railroad employee's action caused unmarked package that person was carrying to fall on the tracks. The package happened to contain fireworks. Issue. Did the railroad owe a duty of care to the woman when the defendant's negligence was directed towards someone else? Rule. There is no duty owed to a plaintiff when the defendant could not have reasonably foreseen the risk of their negligent act. Analysis. The negligence of the railway employees was directed at the 2 men boarding the train. The employees saw the package in the arms of the passengers, but had no reason to believe it was filled with explosives. At most, the only foreseeable consequence of helping the men boarding the moving train was that they would fall down or that whatever they were carrying would be damaged. The woman was not even near the spot where the negligence occurred. Conclusion. The woman was not a foreseeable plaintiff because the defendants could not have reasonably foreseen that she would be injured by exploding fireworks. Now some additional tips for case briefing. 1. Keep it brief. Generally no more than about half a page in length. 2. Don't rely on someone else's brief. Create your own. 3. The only correction you need to make to the brief is the rule statement. This is because after class, you will copy the rule statement into your outline, and that is the only part of the case brief you need for the final exam. 4. Don't spend a lot of time on case briefing. Read the case once and then prepare the case brief. You need a working knowledge of the case, but not complete mastery. If it is an older case, you might have to read it a second time because of the archaic language. But generally, don't read a case more than once. 5. Avoid book briefing. Now, book briefing is when you place an I next to the issue in your casebook, then an R next to the rule, you highlight the analysis, and then you place a C next to the conclusion. It's a shortcut, but it's not going to help you with the twin goal of exam preparation and class preparation. Remember, the whole reason behind the FIRAC method is to help you for classroom prep and exam preparation. If you enjoyed this material, hit the like button. Also, to avoid missing any future episodes, hit the subscribe and bell buttons. For more resources to help you get ahead, including my blog and newsletter, check out learnlawbetter.com. Thanks for watching.